Hello, sorry everyone for the delay. All 8 of you in chat, thank you for holding up for a second. I am the game master for this, Nick, FireonFriendly, whichever Discord name you want to call me, or just by my actual name. These are my players. I'll start with the person directly to the left of my screen. That'd be... so that'd be you, Quarian lady. Yes, it's you.
I'm on my screen. I'm the other way. You're here.
Okay. So, yeah, you.
Hi. Hello. I'm Brittany. I have no idea what I'm in for, but I love that. I'm so excited. You can find me on Discord or Instagram at, I think it's just Brittany Fenwick. It's double T-A-N-Y, so if you look up T-N-E-Y, it's not going to happen. That's
Music's loud, Nick.
Okay, I'll turn it down then. Thank you for letting me know. Okay. How's the music now? Loud? Not loud? Okay, I will turn it down some more. Okay, thank you, Combat. So, going from Brittany up to the man in the Sabaton shirt.
I'm Zander. I'm only going to be on camera briefly. I don't own a webcam.
Okay. Then, man next to him with a beard that I would like.
Hey everyone, name's RJ. Nice to meet you all. Discord is Loki Loi, Loi. I'm enjoying the first time this way of playing, so let's get this game started soon.
And then, last but not least, that's currently here.
I'm Rob. You'll see me as Silent Face in Discord. Let's rock and roll.
We are unfortunately missing Locke. If he jumps in later, we'll certainly get him up to speed, but he had a 15-hour shift. So, we are now going to begin. In the year 2148, explorers on Mars discovered the remains of an ancient spacefaring civilization. In the decades that followed, these mysterious artifacts revealed startling new technologies, enabling travel to the furthest stars. The basis for this incredible technology was a force that controlled the very fabric of space and time. They called it the greatest discovery in human history. The civilizations of the galaxy call it Mass Effect. The Galactic Council sits at the heart of the Milky Way. Asari, Solarians, and Turians have elected leaders in the head position of the Council. Most other species vie for a chance to join the Council in their decision-making skills. 7 years ago, the Cillian Blitz hit the human colony of Elysium. One soldier there would be awarded the Star of Terror for their efforts, and would become well known throughout the Alliance. The year is 2183, and unknown to you all, the world is about to take a turn from the course it is predestined to take. We start on the Citadel, the heart of the Milky Way. There is talk about the goings-on with a human colony in the Attican Traverse, a small colony known as Eden Prime. Little did the world know that there would be 2 shepherds guiding the galaxy through the tumultuous future it has ahead of itself. We focus on a small, unformed crew, an Asari, a Quarian, a Drell, a human, and a Krogan. And with these 5 begins the descent into dark space, a place where darkness is king, where monsters unbeknownst in the galaxy slumber. With this begins the story of Mass Effect Horizon's Edge. We zoom in on a young Drell man, taking his first steps off a shuttle and checking his personal data pad and seeing that he's been pinged to sign up as a mercenary to help with the settler group going out into the Metano system with the Maroon Sea. RJ, please describe your character.
So Kale is about 27, 28 years old, human years. He's kind of got a light pattern of dark red, almost to a darker black, going towards his face. I'll have to put one up on picture. There's not that many fan art up yet of Jarrell, but he's very thin. He's probably about a lean build, he's kind of timid. He's got a look of wanting to prove himself. He's ready for combat though, so he just kind of stands tall and looks around, checking his surroundings, always.
You do see that there is a small group of people forming off to the side, and as you're reading your data pad, you're also supposed to meet up there to do a check-in, run through security, make certain that whatever you're bringing on is checked and that everything is counted for, and you're going to be assigned to a sleeping bay on the ship.
I will see the data pad shows me exactly the location I need to go to. He will grab his bag and make haste. Don't want to get in trouble for being on time or late.
Okay. And as you're coming up to the ship, there's just a younger human man, probably in his early 20s, just sitting there like, name?
Kale, reporting for duty.
Okay. You are to go to the security section of the ship. The chief officer will talk with you in a bit. Other than that, I just need you to sign here for waiver and liabilities, and you'll just turn a data pad towards you.
Just do a quick look, get a very good picture of his face, just in case if anything goes wrong, you know.
Gotcha. And then as you sign and you walk on, we will then zip down from this docking bay down into Citadel Security, CSEC, and we go off to one of the wings there, where we see two Asari standing roughly one in front of another. The younger of the two appears to be standing at attention, while the other one is giving off instructions. Niah, are you ready for your final your final opportunity to become a full huntress?
What's that? What do you have?
Well, you're going to be working with a company here, Barrier Frontiers, to help them do some security work in a security detail. We don't expect it to be too rough or too bad. Your job is to protect a engineer there. The engineer is Palatina Elicus, though you will not be meeting on her with one-on-one, but if things are to arise, the lead engineer is to be your VIP. Any other questions?
No, ma'am.
Okay. You are to be going to Docking Bay Echo 7 in 20 minutes.
She's going to offer a salute and head out.
Okay. And from there, we cut up to the Presidium, and we're outside an office where a Quarian woman is standing and is looking over a data pad as well of a contract. And the door opens and Rumi, I don't know your last name. Please step in so we can discuss all your terms of your contract.
I will step in and follow.
I believe on this it says that you are out here for your pilgrimage, correct?
Correct.
Okay. If our basic contract is 30 months long. Well, not 30 months. 30 days. My apologies. 30 days long. And Barrier Frontiers will, of course, be willing to give you a decent piece of equipment, which we can discuss later on after 15 days of work, of what exactly that piece can be for you to bring back from your pilgrimage, if that is okay with you. Okay?
Yeah.
And then we'll hold the data pad back out towards you.
Sure, we'll take it.
Okay, and sign. Echo 7 is where the ship is at. Report there. You will be working alongside the security team, helping set up the electronic defense of the colony as it is growing.
Okay.
Okay. And then finally, we stay within the Barrier Frontiers building, and we go over to a small office with an acronym outside the door of DOOR. And we go inside and we see a man on his computer looking over some documents. Zander, what is Gideon looking over?
I'm just trying to fill out some last-minute paperwork that I didn't get finished. Gideon's about 5'5", mouse-colored hair, shrewd brown eyes. He wears a loose-fitting corporate uniform, jacket open, slightly misaligned tie, with a frantic and anxious small robot circling around his head, about the size of a dinner plate, about the shape of a Skittle, with two little tiny arms sticking out the bottom, dangling from which is a large, heavy clipboard.
There's a rap at the door.
Hey, what you want?
Gideon, I hope you're not too much in a hurry, because you got 15 minutes before the flight leaves.
And Cassandra wants this report on her desk in like 3 hours ago.
Well, you need to be on this ship now. We'll have someone else take care of it for you, unless you want to finish it on your flight.
Of course I'm gonna finish it on my flight. No one else does it as well as I do.
Of course, sir. No one does, and the person looks a little bit hurried and quickly goes away.
I'm gonna quickly glance over at the little robot. Gabriel, what's the name of this rust heap we're supposed to be going to again?
And with that, we will cut to everyone getting to the ship. On the outside, the colonist ship name is the Omen. And as you reach the docking bay that is in, as you all come up, you see the line of colonists waiting to get on. And probably from your guesstimate of looking, other members of the security team. And as you all board, you are showed where you're going to be staying at. You are given bunking areas. Kale, Niah, Rumi, and when Locke joins, are shown that your sleeping areas are within the security area. Gideon, you are taken over to the office area, and that you have your own area with the officers on the ship that you will be staying in as well. As the security team is getting there, Niah, Rumi, and Kale, you see an older human man come up with wrinkles across his face and a nice little chest pendant that, not pendant, but name tag that says C. Benbow. Hello, all of you. My name's Clifford Benbow, and I'm the chief security officer that you all will be reporting to over the course of the month that we're all out at Chaska. Quick overview how I want things to run. I want 2 teams of security detail, 1 active all time, 6 of you, and key points: a Krogan, a human, a Turian, a Solarian, and another human, and a where did it go? Another Turian. You 6 are going to be the security team A. You guys will be on for the first 12 hours of every day, and then you 5 will be working on the other 12. During that time, I just want you to be geared up, stand by near the helm of the ship, and making rounds throughout the ship, making certain that no one's acting up, everyone's playing nice with one another. Other than that, what you do outside of that 12-hour shift is whatever you want to do. All I ask is don't cause problems for me, don't cause problems for your fellow security officers. I personally don't think we'll need of security, but Barry Frontier simply wants to make certain that the company assets feel safe. Any questions for yours truly?
What are the off-limits areas?
For us, there's not really that much. Don't go into the office area without asking permission first, or if one of us gives you permission to go in there, feel free, just make yourself known. Other than that, so long as you're not stepping on people's toes and you're just asking if people are right with you being there, perfectly fine. Call in this area, you guys have free reign there. You're above them in level of access and authority.
Thank you.
Any other questions?
No, sir.
Rob,
Nope.
I think your mic was muted because I did not hear you with what you just said.
Niah shakes her head.
Okay. Well, Team A, you guys are on first. Team B, you guys are free to do whatever you wish for the next 12 hours. So you guys have whatever time that you'd like to take to explore the ship, meet some other people. It's entirely up to you. Gideon, you've already been given the people who you will be working alongside of and who you will be taking care of. You do have a thing of meet with your security team as a to-do on your list given by the Barrier Frontiers manager above you.
Well, now's a better time. Not a better time than now.
And so, you all eventually do see I don't know how better to describe Gideon other than a manager of
A mousy-looking office drone.
a mousy looking office drone coming up to you all.
Mousy, but not timid.
Yeah. You specifically used mouse to describe his hair
Mouse-colored
color.
hair, yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I did forget to mention he's early 40s.
Kale's would I'm gonna kind of like sink back, rather not deal with someone that high above him. He doesn't have a lot of confidence, so
Niah looks over as she's tossing her bag up onto her bunk. She looks to be roughly around like age of 27 if you were to go with human comparisons, and is this almost stunning amethyst purple. And so she looks over and goes, "Hi there, can I help you?"
Corporately assigned Mister for this journey.
Oh, she nods and offers a very casual salute.
He gestures up at the little drone as it flashes a corporate logo, and he hands you a metal business card, which I will be linking in the general chat. I'll leave it up to Nick to try to figure out how to show everyone else.
I will have, well, it'll just pop up like that real quick. I hope so it does. If it doesn't, oh well. Oh, it did. Hooray.
That is so good.
So, I'm your main interspecies trainer and enforcement representative from the Department of Organic Resources, otherwise known as a Mr. Door. As the slogan says, we're here to show you the door. Luckily for you all today, that probably won't be the case. As long as you aren't doing anything against corporate policy.
Kale would take a deep sigh of relief. And just believe, he's just a corporate guy. No need to worry. Just
I am
back
going to
it
need
on.
that card back. I only got 5 of them.
And she's going to hand it back.
Thank you.
So what all falls into the corporate no-nos?
What was that? Sorry.
So what all falls into the category of corporate no-nos, do not do's?
Well, hacking, bioterrorism, pretty much anything, honestly. You throw up on a crew member, you assault a crew member, you biologically reorganize a crew member, you assimilate them into an AI. Let's see. One time the coffee machine started producing acids, very strong ones. Oh, let's see. You're not allowed to give anybody flowers. That falls under our harassment clause. Let's see. Paper clips were outlawed at least 4 years ago after the Turiel 5 incident. Let's see.
You can make good nunchucks off of paper clips.
Do we have something that equates to history for doing a check on the Turiel 5 incident?
This would be a memory check, so this would be an intelligence and willpower.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm so invested now. Also, I would just like to say, out of character, player Britt has has officially called these corporate no-nos. They are now corporate no-nos. I don't know why that tickles me so much, but it does.
Just Niah being amused.
Yep.
No hits, doesn't ring a bell.
Okay.
Damn it. Oh wait, can I have a look for it? Sorry, I'm still figuring this out, everyone.
Yeah.
Just bear with
That's
me.
all right.
Oh yeah, that's
So
fine.
it's, so it's a
Intelligence and
memory
willpower?
check. Yep. Oh, yep. It's a memory check. So memory is a derived stat that is basically add your intelligence and willpower together, and that's your pool.
Would I get anything from the Drell's ability for memories, or is that just anything I've seen? I'm guessing.
You're sharing your Discord.
Yep, I
to
know,
the stream.
I know, I forgot. I'm sharing screen, I'm answering Locke real quick.
Oh, no problem.
Yeah. He just sent saying he's stuck working till 11 p.m. Locke will be on probably next time we do this, and I do have work here in the state till hopefully past next month, so I should be good for a time. We can do this again a few more times.
For the Drell's memory, do I get any boost for that? I don't know if it was +2 for memory checks.
I would say with this, you would not necessarily get your usual +2 because it may not be something that you have heard of or have seen.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So.
That under, do you guys know
Okay.
the memory? Sorry, everyone.
Yep.
I'm so invested in this story. I don't know.
It's so take your willpower and your intelligence and add them together, and that's going to be your number of dice for the pool.
Oh,
Yep.
And it's
Yeah.
4's up or 5's up?
5's up.
5 up.
Okay, bitch.
Yeah.
and it's pool, not skill.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. She's learning.
Yep. Hey, it's a new system, and it has a bunch of weird stuff going on with it because it's also a homebrew system as well.
Maybe we'll see a
got
botch or a critical botch tonight.
Yeah, who knows?
Let's go.
That's
Okay.
fine because it's all new to me.
Yep.
I win.
So Kale
Yeah,
got 3
which Drell
successes,
does.
and Rumi got 2. Rumi, I'd say you've never heard of this thing. It may just be in Interbaria Frontiers kind of problem. It certainly doesn't ring a bell. Kale, you're pretty certain that this is internal to Barrier Frontiers.
Okay.
You don't know how exactly.
But
that'll-
would you say it interlocks with the information, though? It's something to keep an eye out for.
Maybe you don't know for certain. You don't think you'll be dealing with paper clips or whatever this problem was before. So
I just might as well just lock it in the old,
Yep.
dream catcher basket.
Yep.
That's a DM. I'm so sorry.
Yep.
But you were thinking like you've got this amazing thing planned, and we've just so quickly gone. But the big clips.
Don't worry. I already planned for like an hour of it being like figuring stuff out on the ship, interacting with one another, shenanigans to happen, so it's perfectly fine.
Just like the game, I'm just going to every ship corner and touching it.
Oh, good. He has allocated us an hour for shenanigans. I'm going to vote we dip into the shenanigans bonus pool for extra time.
Shenaniganizing?
Oh no, I set
Wake
myself.
up, be a silly little guy, repeat. That's me.
Oh no.
Oh my god, this is
Well-
great. Sorry, that was amazing.
Also,
Well, anyways, I'm here to ask you all some questions. I gotta check off some lists. You all have your corporate assigned armoring, correct?
Roger.
Niah points at her bag and goes, I brought some stuff from my regular employment.
Well, I'll have to check that later.
It's all standard issue.
I meant in the booklet. I think that falls under something in Employee Clause 49, 337C, 248, 59, 42. But that's not for your wearing. I'll figure it out. You all have your corporately assigned weapons?
I think Kale just be like, well, sir.
Does this count as one of those corporate no-nos?
Well, yeah. If you misplace your service weapon, that certainly is a corporate no-no, especially if it could be found someplace in the possession of a child, small robot, neurologically enhanced canine, or other.
Well, considering that my own service equipment comes via the military, it's not going anywhere that it doesn't need to be. You'll be fine.
Perfect.
And
Okay.
before, have you had children and animals with your weapons?
That would probably be an off-duty security officer getting drunk in the rec room and not paying attention when the small child with one of the families on the ship saw the shiny compact object and grabbed it thinking it was a toy.
I'm not legally allowed to answer that
Those
question.
no-nos.
Yes, do not let small children near your weaponry. It's bad.
Let's see. I got two more major questions.
Can
Firstly,
we have upgrades? Just like hand him like a handful of parts from the rifle he just asked us if we had.
I don't know what to do with this. Are y'all meeting your daily caloric intake needs?
I think so.
I'm sorry, do you have the medical clearance required to ask that question?
I got all the clearance. I'm from the Department of Organic Resources. You happen to be an organic resource.
Yes, but I'm an organic resource of the Asari government.
Yes, and are you an organic resource of the Asari government who's meeting their daily caloric needs?
Yes, I would think so.
Okay, perfect. One final question. Have any of you experienced any form of harassment and or bullying derived from any of the above? Race, gender, sexuality, creed, hue of soul, hue of hair, number of digits on each finger, number of digits not on each finger, number of digits on each foot, lack of feet, bonus feet, or other.
Kale just does the old amphibian eye blink a couple of times and just turns around and starts putting his long rifle back together and just grumbles that it's shitty parts.
I'm
I'm
gonna be
gonna
like-
need a yes or a no on that one.
Yeah, we're good. You guys good?
I'm good.
Yeah, no harassment here.
All right. Well, I've heard several complaints about the cook adulterating food, so I got to go talk to them. You folks have an excellent rest of your day, and just make sure you keep adhering to those rules. Otherwise, I will be showing you the door.
One, and Rumi just points to the door and goes, I can see a door, you don't have to show me.
This is going to be a joy.
Does anyone have any oil?
Yeah. She goes into her go bag and pulls out a little thing of lubrication oil.
Thank you. Takes it, lubes up the bolt carrier, and slides it in. Ricks it a couple times. It's gonna be one of those days.
Rumi turns to you both and just goes, like, really sincerely, she's like, do you think he knows that that's what a door is?
In this case, darling, DOL would be an acronym. the OOR, Department of Organic Resources.
Oh.
Just
Oh, well, that's
think
a
it-
little bit embarrassing. Do you think he heard me?
No, I think his head was so far into his rulebook he didn't hear you.
Paper pushers like that, they only know one thing: check and sign. Don't worry about them.
We're going to need to see if we get a copy of that regulatory guide and look at all the exclusionary clauses so we can just get the line and keep him on his toes.
Is that a fun thing? A thing you do for fun?
Okay, this is when we start getting into the complex concept of morality, and I have to ask how much time you've spent off the flotilla.
Oh, shivers. I think we said about 6 months at this point.
Yeah, for
Kale's gonna just shake his head, just go back to cleaning his pistol now.
Niah just gets this happy smile. It looks completely friendly.
You can't see Rumi's face because she has
Yep.
her whole suit on because
Yes,
Yeah.
allergic to the world.
Yep.
allergic to the world. Yeah,
Yep.
Look.
it's unfortunate.
Look, she is
Uh,
just very excited. You are very new to the world, which means that she can be a good influence for you.
Rumi, what weapons do you have?
Good question. Hang on, let me check. Rumi just is like,
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
Kale reaches over and goes, "Give me your weapon. Let me show you something."
Right. I guess, yeah, this would be the best time to get to know each other and what we're all capable of here.
So, Rumi has, she will say, she has a rifle, a pistol, a shotgun, and a sniper. Do you want to know what they actually are? I'm not sure that she really.
Hit it.
I believe we start off with all the same, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, all standard issue stuff there.
Yeah. Yeah, he'll just, grab your pistol and your sniper rifle, check it for you, hand it back, and, be like, it's in good working condition. Take care of them. What else you got there?
Well, what else has she got there?
Break down your skills. What's your tricks? What's your bag?
Oh, I love to hack things. And she just, like, if you could see her face, she is smirking. Like, when you're like, when someone describes something and then they kind of look off like they're thinking about it. And she's like, if you could see her, she'd be like, oh, hacking.
Oh, right, so electronic troublemakers are your problem.
Yeah, but apparently that's a corporate no-no.
No. Doing it to random people who will sue the company is a corporate no-no. Disabling the weapons of who's ever dumb enough to try and interrupt our little adventure, that's a corporate necessity.
Oh, well, I'll be very good with the corporate yes, we need a better thing than that.
How about this?
Yayas.
How about this? When it's time to do bad things to a bad person, we'll let you know.
With this plan. I like it.
She looks at the drill, and I'm assuming you are range support?
Brain support, all tech, most vehicles. That's me. Now, by the way, on your corporate no-nos, you should remember, it's only bad if you get caught.
He points the drill.
I'll be our lookout, our cover for far range. Any tech whatsoever, I'll be our infiltrator. So I got you guys for support and suppression.
And I specialize in close range.
Did we have
She
any
goes
knowledge
into
that
the
someone
bag.
else is? Oh, go ahead.
She goes into her bag, and you see her pull out what looks to be a lightly customized shotgun.
Ooh. I don't prefer to be that close to combat, but that looks like a pretty good shotgun there.
She flicks a finger, and you see like the blue biotic field just kind of swim around her for a second and vanish. Bullets don't like me very much.
Well, thank God you're up close.
Yeah, you can consider me the distraction.
I once had a friend that said they met a one of your type, destroyed a whole bunch of Bartarians. If I said that correctly.
Batarian.
Yeah.
Batarian.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, but depends on the organization, the group they're running with. There's a lot of different things there when it comes to dealing with Batarians. But
He'll whip out his sniper rifle and be like, "This beauty right here, this right here, Angelina."
aw, she even has a name. How adorable.
Yes.
Where did
It's
the
got
name come from?
right off the back. Just sounds like an angelic demon name. Either way, could be a blessing, could be death. What side of the coin you flipping on?
Should I name mine?
Say again?
Should I name mine?
Go ahead with something.
I'm gonna call
You gotta-
it Shotgun Corporate No-No.
Well, I suppose if we're going about naming weapons, I guess we'll call mine breach of contract.
I think there's a copyright law.
Not here.
It fires legally distinct and transformative shells.
It does.
Well, if we're doing that, I'll name my pistol Quinny. No.
God.
We love you, dum-dums. All right, who's
All right.
naming a grenade butthole?
Oh no.
The holy fart.
Oh no.
I guess I
Right.
can name my pistol Farch Breaker.
Oh no.
Right. So I guess we are off duty for the next 12 hours. I guess I'm going to go be a tryhard and go wander around and take a look at all of the side access tunnels and things like that. All of the places that we can use to get around that normal people can't. All the places where we'd have to worry about people being that they shouldn't be.
I'm gonna follow you. If I can memorize everyone that's on the ship, it'll help us to discern if there's someone that's not supposed to be here from the security force going to any areas we need to be in.
Good call.
Also, I could also go to the crow's nest and just keep an eye out afterwards.
Yeah. I want to know where our cameras are. I want to know where our alarm buttons are. Any of the things that we're going to need to make our jobs easy.
Okay. So I will now present a list of places that you can go. There's the engine core. There's engineering, cargo, life support, mess hall, armory, the officer's office, briefing room, the colonist quarters, the crew quarters, the security quarters, which you guys are currently in, the escape pods, the cockpit, and the galaxy map.
Oh, I'm at the
Writing that down,
escape
and I got
pods
a
for
prize.
sure.
Yeah, so Niah's plan is to start at one end of the ship and work her way to the other.
Okay.
Just kind of looking at access tunnels, what places have secure access, which places don't, what corners look like, what camera positions look like for electronic security.
Okay. So you're going to go to the aft location, which will be the engine core, working your way through engineering, cargo, to the middle of the ship, with being all that. Engine core, it's simple as it's the engine of the ship. It looks pretty secure. The only people allowed in there are the ship technicians, yourselves, and any of the science team that wants to be there, if they really want to. But everything looks fine. Then as you're moving through and you're checking all the security, actually give me a gonna do a perception roll.
Okay.
Which, in this case, I just want to make certain that my things are lining up for it.
I will be following her. Would you like me to do it as well?
Yep, anyone who's going along, checking things,
3 hits.
give me a perception.
Perception.
Yeah.
Okay. So
3 hits for you. Oh, crap, I gotta remember not to do that. I gotta look at it on my phone, of course, because I gotta figure this out eventually. Okay.
2.
2. Looks like Rumi took a step away, so between the two of you and Rumi, whenever she gets back, looks secure. There are some cameras that seem to cover most of the angles. There's no side or secret walkways or pathways for you to take. It's a shitty colonist ship. You don't have much in that way of high technology, high price paid for this. It is just enough, you could think, for it to fly to one place carrying cargo. And as you're moving from the engine core to engineering, people are doing their jobs fairly well. Everyone's following security protocols of logging things in, logging things out, swiping their badges as they need to. As you get to cargo, there's a whole bunch of storage there, a bunch of boxes. All of them seem to be labeled. There's at least 2 cameras focused on the cargo hold. As you get to the middle of the ship, you are seeing that this is where everyone else is kind of really at. There's a bunch of people milling about, going to and from the mess hall. Everyone is staying away from the armory and staying away from the officer's office and the security quarters, because it's off limits to all of them except you all. As you walk in and do a check, just to see just how well security is there, you can tell that the armory and your guys' quarters especially is the most secure apart from the engine core from what you've seen so far. It makes sense. They don't want colonists getting hold of weaponry when they're not allowed to.
He's gonna take a quick mental inventory of what kind of equipment they have in the armory.
Honestly, a lot of basic stuff. There's the regular survivor gear. They have basic Avengers. Oh, now you're making me test to make certain that I remember all the basic stuff.
No,
this
you
is
don't.
all stuff for colonizing a new planet.
You don't have to get that specific.
Yeah.
She's mostly just interested on anything that isn't like standard equipment in case there is a breach, so she knows what she has to be prepared for.
It is all standard issue. You do note that there is more than there is security team. It could be that if something should happen where they need colonists taking up arms, they have the ability to give people at least something to defend themselves. Though there's not much else in the way of that. There's maybe an additional 5 of each of the basic starting weapons to really give out to help protect if the need ever should arise. Your guys' security quarters, it's prim, proper, clean. There's only a total of 11 beds in that room entirety. You have your own little personal storage locker there, so on and so forth. The officer's room, pretty straightforward. It is very corporate on the outside looking. It has a list of all the different names of the people who would be in there, which it has Clifford Benbow, Poltino Lekis, Carrick, no, that's not the right person, and Ogarth Looks. But it doesn't say what exactly they're part of. It just has those Oh, and Gideon Pryce. I forgot that name. I didn't add it to my little thing of that part there. But other than that, that's what you see with the office. There is a briefing room area that you can do a quick look around, but it seems to be more used as a secondary office and spillover for excess note-taking and whatnot. But other than that, pretty clean. The colonist quarters is cramped like sardines. All the way up and down the entire room, there's bunk bed after bunk bed after bunk bed. If anyone's seen Full Metal Jacket, it's like that whole scene in the in their room where they're staying at, except longer, and instead of being slightly green, just pure white. It's like eggshell white.
I put a hand on an unoccupied bed and checked the mattress to see if mine is nicer.
Yours is definitely slightly nicer. It is still... Both beds are still a bad bed, except, like, you got a box spring and they don't.
Look, considering her background, it's probably still a decent bed.
And as you get to the escape pods, Gideon, they are up to code for you. They meet the basic requirements for an escape pod to be able to
I
fit.
have to roll some sort of technical check if I can.
Okay.
What sort of skill would you associate that with?
That would be... It would be...
Be a hardware check?
Yeah, that would be a hardware check.
No, that'd be an etiquette.
I could do that too.
Nah.
In this case, he's specifically looking at.
Yeah. This.
I could see hardware or aeronautics.
I'll take hardware.
Yeah, this is hardware.
And what, hardware is intelligence?
Yes.
I think that, it's a tech skill.
Yep.
Right?
It's a technical skill.
The kind of thing you don't ask me about.
Yep. I should also say, I'm perfectly fine if people want to use physical dice or not. I simply don't care. We have the dice roller in chat. You can use that. I trust people.
6 successes.
6 successes. It is up to code. In fact, it's a little bit better than up to code, because it's been recently cleaned, and it has an up-to-date fire extinguisher in it.
Wow.
Now, is that a bad thing or a good thing? Because if it's up to date, that means you guys spent money.
Is it the right chemical composition in the fire extinguisher?
It sure is.
It appears to be.
With yeah.
Do we get to high five Gideon and pass by him on our walk around?
I personally think so, because Gideon, you're probably doing the you're probably just doing your own little checklist as well, aren't you?
I'm just doing my fun little audit.
Okay. Then, yeah, you'd probably cross Gideon at one point.
Hey, Mr. Pryce.
Oh yeah, what can I do for you?
Who do I need to talk to about getting remote camera feed access?
Who do you need to talk to get that? Gabriel, come here. The little robot floats up. He talks?
No,
oh god.
No, it was just it's just a like
okay, you got me messed up.
Yeah.
I was not prepared for him to talk.
I was prepared for him to shitpost at you.
It's a noise of affirmation.
All right, Gabriel. Pull up the what was that? Be lead technical officer or something? Is that be engineering?
And
So I guess you want me to roll a memory check?
Yes, it would be a memory check.
Okay.
Is there a do we have the capability at this time to be hacking at all?
I mean, anyone with an Omni tool technically has the capability.
That's what I'm asking, if we have an Omni tool at this time.
Technically, an Omni tool is on you at all times, and Omni Blade is something different.
Okay,
What?
I wasn't sure if we were issued one yet, so that's why I was asking. Just like kind of like, oh, like, okay, now you're on here. Here's the rest of your stuff.
Yeah, so the Omniblade, by definition, is actually basically built. It's a silicon carbide construct that's built out of an Omni tool.
Nick, can I have the thing?
Yes, you can have the thing.
Yes!
I forgot about that part when we were discussing
What
about this.
thing?
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. I'm worried about it.
Only good things will come of this.
I'm so excited. Anyways, 5 hits
Okay, 5
on that
hits.
memory check.
The person to talk to for that would be Clifford Benbow, the chief security officer. On your Omni tool, it pings up like Clifford Benbow. Oh, that person.
Oh yeah, as soon as she sees the name, goes, oh yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, well, seeing as how he's the lead of security, he probably knows all about all the subroutines and everything.
Yeah.
Gabriel, we already did a check on the security feeds, didn't we?
Yeah. Affirmative again.
So everything looked all right, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I've just been going through, taking a look at things, checking camera angles, things like that. Wanted to make sure we had good feed integrity, and then tactical access for emergencies.
Seems reasonable. I don't see any reason why not. After all, I hope you boys and girls got a good hand on everything. And he kind of sweeps his jacket to the side. He's got a holstered handgun. I always hope I don't gotta use the old girl.
Oh, what model do you have there?
Standard company
Okay.
issue Stinger.
Nods.
While they're talking, can you guys keep them talking so I can hack the database real fast so we don't have to talk to this guy anymore?
Damn, I'm already getting phased out of the party.
So,
Nope.
I was asking about the Omni tool. Like, look, get the middleman.
Look.
I'm sorry.
Look, it's our
Me
first
and Ryan
day.
will interact with Gideon any way I can because I
We
think
can
I love
use-
him. He's amazing.
We can use him as a truth-sayer. Like, we have the information. If he doesn't agree with us, it's gonna end bad for you, bro.
so
No, that's
I'm gonna ask Gideon. Do you have a name? Did you name your was it a pistol?
So, the corporate, what did we start calling it? The inclusive language clause dictates that naming of firearms and/or other weapons creates a hostile work environment.
Kale's like
Mine-
Angelina.
This is corporate no-no. And she pulls out her pistol.
That's very excellent. I like that.
And then puts it away.
Gabriel,
She's
take
very
a
proud of
note of
herself. She's like, fitting in.
he's
She's
so
my boy.
adorable.
And Kale, to kind of answer your question of could you technically hack into this? Yes, you could, but you'd be very obvious about it because you do all your hacking through an Omni tool.
Yeah.
So you would start doing that, and people can kind of look and go like, okay, is he pulling up a picture? Is he pulling up a video? What's he doing? If they just see like looking and like tapping things and not showing anything, that's pretty suspect.
I was just trying to figure out on how it is. Like, 'cause you know how in the game and everything, it plays out like that. Everyone can see you kind of doing what you're doing. I was also seeing if I can get the other people to keep them distracted, but if there's a bunch of other people.
You could probably get away with rolling a stealth or
Yeah.
maybe a sleight of hand to kind of like slip out of view, and then try it.
Yeah, I will say. Give me. Oh no, I've done this to myself now. Give me a perception roll. We're gonna see.
Perception?
Yeah, give me a perception roll.
Okay.
And with your memory feature of being a Drell, you get your +2 to this as well.
Okay. 4.
Okay. You know that, roughly guesstimating, that there's probably, including yourselves, anywhere between 100 and 15 to about 130, 35 individuals on the ship.
Yeah, I mean,
And-
the
and-
main information I'm looking for is personnel. That's what I'm looking for.
Okay. Give me a straight intelligence check.
Okay. What do I have for
We're
that?
doing so many different roles that I thought we weren't going to be doing at this very beginning, but I'm fine with that.
Hey, you
No
said
plan
serious.
survives first contact with the players.
Yep.
Oh, wait. Oh,
I have
shit.
to say,
My
are you
bad.
regretting your decisions yet,
No.
or are you?
I'm having a blast. I'm laughing all the time.
I love it.
Oh, 1.
One. I'm gonna give it to you based off of previous information that's been given. You could probably go to Clifford for that, if you want personnel information.
Okay. I'll just like tap Nyla on the shoulder and be like, we should just go see Clifford. He'll give us any information we need on personnel as well.
I figured that, yeah, but it's always very important to get your corporate representative, especially when you're dealing with someone from door here, and keep them involved so that way they know that what you're looking to do is above board and there's no reason to worry about an inquiry or extra paperwork.
You ever see
Extra
the?
paperwork is always something we want to avoid.
Exactly.
You ever
Trust
tell
me.
a kid something and they just blink at you, not knowing, understanding what corporate really means? That's what Kale just did.
Look, as... Okay, so paperwork is a construct brought with us. It's an archaic construct from humanity when they decided to join the rest of us out here in the spacefaring worlds. It's a,
I don't know if that was me, the player, or if that was Rumi.
It's a plant-based vellum that has easily been overtaken by digital media, but the term paperwork comes from them. It's for filling out digitized reports, probably in triplicate.
Pointless. Let's keep going.
No, not pointless. In fact, knowing how to use paperwork is a very important thing for getting somebody else in trouble.
Then I will let you handle all the paperwork.
Oh, okay. You do that.
The plan has come together.
That was very smoothly played. Well done.
The Asari admits that you can use paperwork for evil, and you say, we'll let you do the paperwork. You've already made your mistake.
Personally, I hate paperwork. I can't do with it. As a Drell, there's this paperwork? It's just wet work.
Oh no.
Wet work.
Paperwork is the tool that you use to get somebody else blamed for your wet work.
Why don't you just shoot 2 people then?
Kids. She turns and walks away.
Yes, because 1 + 1 = 10.
I'm just saying, if you shoot enough
shoot more people,
people,
yeah.
someone's gonna get in trouble.
I mean, technically 1 + 1 = 0, 1.
Oh. Oh, no.
Nobody gets the binary joke? Come on.
I thought it was
I don't.
something on that. I had no reach for it. It was something
I
that's
was
like,
like-
that's too nerdy for me.
I'm gonna have a little like, haha, yeah, I got it.
I choose never to think about binary, much less hex or oct.
I wasn't
Well, I
going to
think-
bring Oct into this.
If I think about oct, I'm gonna cry.
If I think about Oct, I'm going to cry with you.
Yeah, Kale just like, okay, where do we go next then?
Well, I figured we'd finish our circuit, take a look around, see if we notice anything amiss, and then go swing by Security Chief's office.
Just to be, sorry, I didn't say this before. Rumi is just following you both around like a lost little puppy dog. By the way.
And she
She's
looks
like,
at
oh, I'm following these two.
she looks at Rumi. If you see anything or you have any input, don't feel like you don't have permission to speak. Speak up.
Okay.
Kale just look back at you, be like, keep your eyes open. Shh. Shh. Just do the, you know.
It's not just a mask. It's just not touch your face.
He just pulls out glass. I just see her pulling out some glass cleaner and cleaning her window again after he touches it.
A little microfiber cloth, you know.
You think they ever go to like spit on a rag to like clean it off and just spit on the inside of their helmet?
No, I don't think they would do that just out of habit of being, you know, the germaphobe. It'd be really, essentially be like a spray bottle, like you know how everyone had hand sanitizer a couple of years ago. It'd just be like a little with triple X alcohol. Yeah, the whole shebang, like a real fancy, like, you know, Prada version.
They just bring out the glass cleaning kit.
We come to find out later that where a normal person has a grenade dispenser, instead it's just a wet wipes dispenser for pulling out wet wipes for cleaning screens.
But they got those kind of like Clorox wipes that they use for cleaning like automotive shop floors because it never touches their skin, so it doesn't matter.
As you guys continue your circuit, you do come up to the cockpit and galaxy map. It is the last little bit on your guys' circuit through. You see that
I'm just following with them now at this point.
You do see the pilot, who is human, sitting there, kind of like waiting for the. I just need Citadel security to give me the clearance to leave the dock now, and then we gotta plot the mass relay jump, and according to this, it's gonna be about 11.5 hours for us to reach the surface of the planet, and I want to have dinner in 8 hours, and that's not gonna happen apparently.
So what's the over-under on Citadel security actually letting us leave at a real time?
Probably within the next 30 minutes. It's just... It's Citadel security. They got all their fucking legal paperwork to go through and fucking red tape, and... I mean, Council lets Spectres do whatever the fuck they want, and I'm just sitting here going like, I'm here for a colony ship, and I'd like to leave, please, and here are my papers, and... yada yada yada. I just can't fucking do anything.
Oh.
Yes, and then eventually they'll finally say, okay, you can go. Oh, but wait, there was just a council edict about adjusting this rule. Yeah, it's terrible every time.
Kale put his hand on the guy's shoulder and be like, can we get out of here any sooner?
I'm trying here, buddy. I can only do so much. I am just a pilot. Oh, you're the security. I forgot. No one knows my name here. Of course, because...
Tyler, you?
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Yeah, Tyler Monroe.
They got you running Atmo cutters these days?
I'm
just gonna lean on the back of his chair.
I haven't even really checked all the specializations with this ship. It's pretty shitty. We're basically running the basic Fukushima core, and it's I mean, so long as no one decides to, shoot it, breathe on it, cause any problems, look at it the wrong way, it shouldn't go nuclear.
Hey, who did you piss off to get an outfit like this?
Everyone. I pissed off everyone simply by being me.
You didn't
what's...
piss me off.
I'll take that as a win.
Rumi, and then she pulls out her pistol and this is corporate no.
Just grab the gun. Just grab the gun. Be like, we're gonna go to engineering. Let's go to engineering. I'm gonna take her. We're gonna go fix this hunk of Jeep. Make sure it doesn't kill us.
Okay.
Do you want to come? Let's go.
I'm going.
Right. What does our low gravity handling look like, if anything?
I can make whatever it has work. It's probably gonna be a lot of turbulence. It's just maybe buckling into your bed, or maybe sitting in a chair as we're going through turbulence.
Well, turbulence is good. So she's actually going to make a mental note about that, because low gravity turbulence is something that can be abused if there's ever an incursion.
Well, it is an Atmo cutter. It's not exactly a inner space fighter or anything.
Yeah, but
Fancy
But even
like
when
the
I-
Alliance.
even when it comes to Atmo cutters, there's a couple different like thresholds for handling, and if you know that something can generate turbulence in low atmosphere, that can sometimes be very useful, especially if people get bad ideas.
So, Tyler, tell me about this corporate injunction or whatnot that's holding us here.
Well, oh no, I gotta throw corporate jargon in here. What else? What
You do
I...
not have to throw corporate jargon in here.
Well, you see, they're telling me that I don't have Class A papers, but I have Class B papers that say that it overrides the Class A papers. I have the time frame that's supposed to be due out. I have the exact place that we're going to. I have the exact amount of fuel that's going to get us to the planet, and that way when we do have a resupply within 30 months of us landing, we have enough to take people back if need be, or be refueled to be sent somewhere else. And they're telling me that I need Class D papers to cover my Class B papers to say that I can work Class A. But instead...
I take 1 point of biotic damage from the headache.
All right, Tyler. How about you send over to my Omni those Class B paperwork, and I'll take a look over.
Okay, thank you. And he'll just, with Omni Tool, just flick it on over. You have a nice little ping on your Omni Tool, and you quickly see that you have a 30-page license there.
Easy. I'm gonna start reading it.
Okay.
Gabriel, come check my work.
We
gonna-
have a bureaucracy stat?
I'm going to attempt
Okay.
to approve this paperwork for immediate liftoff.
Okay. So this we are gonna certainly do a unique kind of roll.
You really need a bureaucracy stat now.
This would
I
either
mean, that's essentially etiquette.
yeah, I was either gonna go
I mean, that is etiquette.
yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna go etiquette or negotiation, your dealer's choice in this one.
They're exactly the same.
Okay.
Can I aid his etiquette roll? I actually have ranks and ability in etiquette.
I would say not with this because you're not handling the document as well. You could like look over his shoulder and kind of like give your 2 cents, but I feel like with this it is more of a whoever's writing with the papers.
Oh, God, and that doesn't even include my intelligence. Or I guess that'd be charisma.
Yeah, that'd be charisma.
Do you want intelligence for this or charisma?
This would be intelligence. This would be trying to figure out loopholes and kind of work your way to the heart of the problem.
I would like Rumi to come help me deal with the any engine issues that might pop up. Also, she gets to learn about some random engines to help with Otilla, and I know they love that type of shitza.
Yep.
9.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's in.
No,
She's king.
9 hits?
9 hits.
Yeah, that's less than half.
Okay. So
Oh, I see. This is what you do.
Good, thanks.
So 9 successes. You are very quickly and effectively able to work your way through and find the loophole of, oh, it's just a misspelling on their part. At this very specific way and how it's worded, if we point this out, we should be able to go immediately. And you point that out, you write down your findings, you send it to him, he... Oh! Those fuckers won't even know what hit them. Sends it off.
Class D paperwork. Ain't
And-
nobody ever need Class D paperwork.
And a little bit longer you hear over the intercom for the entire ship of, this is the Citadel Security speaking. Omen, you're good for liftoff and clearance to leave the Citadel station. He just cracks his fingers, gets in his chair, pulls up his thing. I would suggest that you all go and take your seats.
Thanks, the matriarchs.
This will still be a problem of taking off is not as easy as those Alliance frigates.
Yeah, let Rumi and Kale look at the engine.
Yep. Rumi and Kale. So, I would like both of you to give me
I got a bunch of stuff.
either
BRB.
an aerospace roll
Okay.
or a hardware roll.
Okay.
One or the other.
One or the other. Tell me which one you're using.
Okay. I'm good in both. I will go with hardware.
Okay.
I'm looking.
It's fine.
Oh, there we go.
It's a
That's
weird
beauty.
sheet.
I just did a lot of bright colors on my character sheet so I could figure out the ones I need to worry about the most.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's smart.
That's actually a really smart
so
way
we're
to do it.
using The total, right?
Yeah, your total. So you'd have your rank, your specialization, and your ability would be for your total. Depending on what your specialization is. So if it makes sense here, it would go towards that.
Okay, I'm gonna use hardware.
Okay. So whatever your dice pool is for that, go ahead and roll.
Do want to appreciate again that character sheet was really good to go as a basis. Thank you.
I simply tried to throw it together pretty quick.
You
Did well.
very well. Especially for a noob like me to understand it as well. Like, I mean,
Ditto.
thank you for talking me through it, but you've done very well.
Yeah, I modified mine, but that was just because of all of the different specific to me things I would need on it.
Yeah.
And
Good job. Good job.
I am no expert on when it comes to filling out a Google Sheets.
Take the compliment. Enjoy it. Praise yourself.
I simply can't. Okay.
4 hits and 3 hits between the two of them.
So, between the two of you, you're able to go like, well, even though the pilot says like if it gets looked at wrong or all these other things, it shouldn't blow up. They're made to at least a standard of, hey, this has to have something very volatile really interact with it for it to get to that stage of going nuclear. Other than that, it doesn't really, there's not much to repair. There might be like a few things where it's like if the ship wasn't getting ready to take off, or if the ship was like grounded for whatever reason, you could repair it then. But other than that, it looks fine. It meets the standards. In fact, it probably, for you, Rumi, it's probably a little bit worse than whatever the flotilla has. Like, slightly worse.
Okay.
Hey, Rumi, how's this looking on your end? Is this anything you've seen in on flotilla yet?
It's quite as good as what the flotilla has, but I don't think it's going to kill us straight away, so...
So you're telling me your makeshift Holy Land has got better stuff than this frigate?
Smart. We're good with engineering.
You know this is a curse that we had this conversation. Now I remember this for the rest of my life.
Hi. I think this conversation was going great.
Okay.
I love her.
Would you like my help to stabilize this to make sure we don't die, or do you think that this is good enough to get us to point B?
I think get us to point B. Look, the chances of it killing us are very low. Something really, really bad would have to happen. It could happen. I'm not saying it can't, because then if we die and I said we couldn't, then I really, if there is anything after, you could come and like be mad at me, but yeah, but I don't think we're gonna die. I think we'll be alright. Feel fine. I'll go on it.
Okay, then let's go clean the weapons then. Unless you have you want to go check anything else out that might be shittier than your flotilla?
Sorry.
Kale's just really upset that someone from a flotilla just literally said the ship that we're on is worse than their stuff.
Well, I mean, it's not too much worse. So that means, yeah, I'm still learning these things, but I don't think this. Wait, I think this conversation is done, right? You're done with this conversation.
Oh, so bad, and you should learn subtlety next time.
Oh. I was about to be like, yeah, I knew when you were done with this conversation. Okay, can you teach me subtlety? Is that something I can learn?
Yes, it's a silent shot. Let's go learn.
Okay.
You know,
Skipping along, Dorothy and the
passes-
lion, man.
a thought passes
Oh,
through my head.
Can skip, but she does. It's like a weird, like, clunk clunk in her suit.
A thought passes through my head that perhaps I shouldn't have left the drill alone with the Quarian. But
It's like two blank slabs of the world, and one's got just a skewed point of view, and the other one's just very impressionable. So they just feed on each other in the wrong way at the moment.
There's
No idea, though. She
across.
thinks you guys just became best friends.
Oh yeah, and he thinks that you're great too. It's just like we're leading each other in the wrong way. You're supporting me, I'm leading you in the wrong way. It's just a really bad landslide.
yeah,
But
there's
everything is golden for us.
there's a cycle of chaos there that's going to need to be abruptly interrupted.
And there's a little message that goes across everyone's screens of the GM will remember this. But
Yeah, so we'll go ahead.
I was gonna say, but I'm assuming that once the announcement goes across the PA system of we're about to get ready, you were cleared for liftoff, and you're free to go to your destination. People start heading to places where they can strap in, sit down, be secured for takeoff, and your jump through the mass relay.
Yeah, heading
Yeah.
back to wherever we need to strap in, of course.
Okay.
So Niah is going to meet them probably at the security quarters.
Yep.
But she makes it a point not to strap in.
Okay. Gideon. Okay. Go ahead.
She wants to acclimate to the kind of turbulence this thing can run
Okay.
in case she needs to do shenanigans in an emergency.
Okay. Gideon, I'm assuming you're meeting the safety standard of sitting in your chair and buckling up and strapping in accordingly to corporate guidelines.
Of course, and I made sure that I have my maglock trash can nearby just in case.
Okay.
Don't forget your glasses and your hard hat and your safety vest.
Please keep your arms inside the vehicle at all times.
All right, boys and girls, keep your arms, legs, and ass inside your seats at all time. This thing is going to rock like a mother, from what we've been told.
You know what? For shits and giggles, as this kicks off, everyone please give me a reaction plus dodge.
Oh,
If you're
shit.
if you're strapped in, give yourself a 4 pool bonus.
I was just gonna ask if I could make that a gymnastics roll.
Nah, this is reaction and dodge as it bounces around a bit.
Oh, I mean, I don't care. I have a pool for that.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. PT
Sorry,
belt
reaction.
combat.
And dog?
3 hits.
And dog.
My wearing that PT belt got me 7.
Wait, when we do the dodge, if we don't have any rakes, we don't put anything in there, right? Or we
Yep.
just do the total?
Yep.
If you have no ranks, it's
just
0
the
ranks.
Yeah. It's,
So
yeah.
Oh.
just your reaction.
Okay, I just thought of that as a question, so.
Yep.
So sorry, so we're adding our reaction, our dodge, and if we buckled in...
Plus 4.
4.
Or
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
That plus 4
Oh.
did a lot of work for me.
There we go. Plus 2.
Okay. So we have a total of 3, 2,
I'm just doing mine.
7.
7.
Shiver me timbers.
7?
That...
Those plus 4 did a whole lot for me on this roll.
Yeah.
They were putting in work.
you gotta love it when you get 4 extra dice and a bunch of them are 5-ups.
They were all 6s.
Oh God.
Yeah.
I did my initial roll and I'm like, well, that's not excellent, but it's okay. And then he was like, 4 extra dice, and I'm like,
Jesus
all
Christ! 8
Are we
successes
supposed to roll? Are we supposed to roll explode?
Only when you use your luck.
when you use your luck.
Yep.
Okay,
So-
we'll go over that when
Yep.
that happens.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Forgot about
And luck and inspiration are different, right? Luck is actually a stat.
Yes.
Inspiration.
So luck can be spent to do a bunch of different things in system.
Okay.
And you said inspiration, right?
Yeah. I don't know if you're actually gonna use
No.
that in this game.
No, I won't be.
Cool.
You had me tripping. I thought I missed an entire stat.
We have
No.
luck, and guys, I promise it'll be great if I'm ever using luck.
So
If you do look at the Shadowrun rulebook, luck is the same as edge.
yeah.
Yep.
Yep. But so we're gonna go from Kale had 2. Niah, how much?
Niah had 3.
3, and 7 for Gideon, and 8 for Rumi. So we're gonna go in that order. Kale, it is a rough ride getting out of atmosphere of the Citadel station. Like you feel your teeth vibrating in your mouth as you're rocking around in your seat. It is very jittery. You could say you could almost got the monster mash tossed in there a little bit, bouncing around. Niah, you're used to biotic stuff, so you're able to like get used to that. There is a moment where you think it's going left, so you move left, but instead it went right, and so you kind of rock out of your chair a little bit. And you get out on like the 2 legs for a second, then you settle back down.
Oh, that was fun.
Gideon, you are strapped in. You're like arms on your hands and arms on your armrest, like holding it tightly, so that way it's like I know I'm not gonna move. You get through the first few waves and like, oh, this is fine. This is like every single day when I had to walk someone out the door. I'm just gonna start answering emails, and you just start typing away on your computer. Rumi,
That is per my last email.
Rumi, it's like another day going through the flotilla on like changing ships every once in a while. It's a little bit rough, but like compared to home and how some of those move, it's not that bad.
I was half expecting a wee from me.
I was just about to say, oh my god, you took it right. I was like, Ruby's just like, whee!
Rumi truly is pure of heart, dumb of ass.
She is. It's gonna be such a shame when we corrupt her.
What do you
So
mean
glad that you
when?
said corrupt, not kill. I was waiting. It's gonna be such a shame when she dies.
No, we protect that precious bean. You're just
Oh
going
my
to get
God.
lots of bad influences.
You're getting on Kale's good side right now.
I would, sorry, me speaking, not my character. I did just have a DM for a campaign say, create extra backup characters. I fully expect some of you to die. And I was like,
Oh, that's normal.
Oh,
oh my
Always
God.
have backup plans. The dice can and will just decide you're not allowed to live sometimes. It happens.
fun fact, I have 20 backup characters at all times.
Yeah, but Nick is highly susceptible to death.
If this was Star Trek, I'd be a red shirt.
Gold
Hey,
shirt.
you're a red shirt right now. No, it's a red shirt.
Oh,
No,
fuck.
because in the next generation they actually changed the uniform colors specifically for that reason. They moved ops to gold and moved red to command staff because people were afraid to wear red shirts because they'd die. That was an actual thing.
Bunch of babies. You're gonna die either way. You're an extra.
Yeah. But
Look at you! You don't even have a name tag. Just go ahead and set
Yeah.
your gun down, lay down there. There we go.
but
sorry, Ruby's
Yeah.
like, whee!
but you clear Citadel space, you break atmosphere, and if you guys pay attention to the vid screens that you have access to, you can see the mass relay coming up to the ship. And after waiting for 10 hours, which is weird, in the game, instantaneous, everything lines up. After researching this, takes 10 hours to line up the relay. 10 hours pass, you are sitting there waiting, and eventually we are now making mass relay jump, and within
This is the part I don't like.
and within a second you are rocketed back into your seat as you make the jump, and you are now in the Metano system.
During that 10-hour wait, she would have sent a message over to the security chief to get access to the cam feeds.
It would have been cleared even before you guys left. And you guys
Sorry. Just in context, does this count as like day 1 or day 2 of the 15 days? I know it's a 30-day contract, or are we not playing it that like?
Oh, you think I'm not playing it that much with what I have planned? This is still.
No, I mean, like, are you following? Like, is that an important thing, or is it kind of like, look, we said 15 days, but like it'll map out, or are we keeping track?
Like 15 days, or like the contract on ground starts.
Yeah,
that's what I think she's asking.
Yeah. Once you are on planet, your contract starts.
Okay, so it hasn't started yet.
Yep.
So it's like a grace period.
Yep.
I just think just for me, because I think Rumi will be like
marking down
clocking.
Days.
Yeah.
Okay.
What is this, Vietnam?
Oh, she's just excited.
And I was
Know what you
wrong.
can get.
You guys are jumping to the Maroon Sea, and you in the Milky Way, and you are now taking an hour flight from where you jumped in the Maroon Sea to the Metano system. And after about an hour, it is you get a message over the PA of, we are about 50 minutes away from reaching the surface of the planet. Please hold on. Please no one stand up yet unless absolutely necessary. Prepare for descent. And after about 30 minutes of descent, something hits the ship. The ship begins to rock back and forth. I would like you all to please roll me a reaction plus dodge.
Ah, shucks.
Kale will probably have been like racking his bolt on either his rifle, his sniper rifle, and probably have dropped something and been really pissed about this too, by the way.
4 hits.
Yeah, that's much
Reaction.
more in line with what I was expecting. 1 hit.
Okay.
3.
I did something wrong.
I think you forgot to put the
Didn't press
D6.
tab.
Tab.
Oh,
There we go.
2.
Okay. Gideon and Rumi, despite you guys being strapped into your seats and like getting ready to like disembark in about in about another 15 minutes, you guys are thrown from your seat and you slide across the floor about a good foot.
Are we disembarking or landing? I thought we were landing.
This is the landing. In about 15 minutes would be the disembark.
Okay, gotcha. Understood.
Kale and Niah, you guys are able to steady up on your feet, and after that initial rock, the klaxons and alarms kick on, and red lights begin flashing throughout the ship.
Niah's already strapping armor on.
Kale is kind of cowering. He's not he knows about killing and everything, but he's not a big fan of it. So he's he's grabbing his pistol and just making sure it's good to go, but is just backing up just so he's got more distance to see.
Mm-hmm.
In the time before this point, would we have assembled a team comms channel?
Probably.
Would we have included Gideon in the team comms channel?
Probably not.
If Rumi had anything to do with it, if Rumi, like, she would have. She's like, I like this guy. I think this is a friend.
She would have sent a personal comms request to him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we're setting it up. We're setting up a tactical channel, and all of a sudden, Rumi's inviting the paper pusher.
Hey,
Like
this person
that
has joined the
person
server.
The person that starts a new job and then, like, adds their boss or their manager, like, on Facebook straight away. Do people still use? I use Facebook. Like, it sends them a friend request, and you're kind of like,
Just to get it social.
yeah.
Just in case. Just in case.
So, since he's in there, she just goes, Gideon, everything okay up on your end?
Jumping Jehoshaphat, what is going on?
I don't know, but we intend to find out. And she starts looking through the camera feed.
I'm gonna
Whoa.
whip my handgun out and I'm heading to the security team.
Okay. I would like... Gideon, you won't have to make this because you're going to hear it clear as day. But the other three, I would like a perception check, please.
I can perceive.
We
I
can
can
all
see
certainly
things.
try.
Is that's not under abilities, is it?
Under
No,
physical skills.
it is
Physical.
physical skills.
Ha.
Gonna get...
I will get there, everyone.
3 hits.
3. Ooh. Oh, I got
5.
5. Sorry, I was looking at Niah's. I'm not doing the luck thing, 'cause I'm not sure how that works yet.
So, with luck, you can... at the start of each session, you have a pool of luck equal to your luck attribute total.
Okay.
You then spend one of that pool to add your total luck score to that pool. And if you roll any sixes explode, which means you roll another dice.
Okay, so I have a pool of 4, so I get 4 sets of 4.
If you were to say roll a shooting attack, right?
Yeah.
And you want to make sure you really hit, you would
Mhm.
spend one of your 4 luck points, which would add 4 to your shooting attack dice pool.
Mhm.
Any sixes, including from the dice of your original pool that you rolled, would explode.
Okay, but how many times can you use that then? 4 times?
In your case, 4. Yeah.
Yep. In your case,
So it'd be 4 sets of 4.
yep. 4 sets
Yeah,
of 4 that
I
you
get
can
what you're
add.
saying with that.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
At
what I'm
least-
trying to figure out.
Yeah.
Okay.
At least that's how luck works for all of you.
Yeah.
Okay,
Right.
so I have 2 luck, so I can spend 2 and I can add.
2 dice.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool
So
beans.
you'd go,
Lucky, but you did get 3 hits on that. Round,
Yeah.
Just so you know.
So,
GM?
Luck is always a great stat to invest in.
It sure
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
I instead chose the spicy option of taking bad luck.
Oh, you did.
So whenever I spend luck, I roll a d6, and on a 1 on that d6, luck goes in a terrible direction. I did it all for you guys.
I have the exact opposite of that. I am extremely lucky.
so
She's so lucky. Gideon's a star. Let me cry. I'm so sorry. I've been trying too hard not to do that.
I appreciate
I'm sorry, GM.
Oh, it's fine. So, Gideon, you are making your way. It's a very short distance, to be honest, but you hear an explosion come further up the ship. All of you hear that explosion, but it's not as loud, and you all start to hear, hull has been breached, atmosphere no longer pressurized or sealed. Get to escape pods.
Gone. Grabbing the Quarian and grabbing whatever weapons we can and going. I know the Solarian. Sorry, not the Solarian, but the. Oh God, what is this?
Asari?
Asarian is definitely coming behind us, just grabbing and going. I don't trust the Quarian to know what's going on.
I do a
All right.
cartoon screech to a stop, turn around and sprint.
I'm going to use my first biotic power,
Okay.
and I'm going to biotic enhance my reaction.
Okay. So, what force are you burning it at?
Oh, I'm going to roll it at force 6.
Okay.
Good thing I don't have to worry about that stuff.
Me too.
So
I hated
6
it during the
force
game.
plus base die pool, 8 hits.
Okay, so your reaction's increased by 8.
So my my reaction temporarily is 12. And now I have to. So heat formula for that is at force 6 for biotic enhance. Oh, actually, I underrolled dice. That should be 12 plus force because that's my specialty, but that's fine. So force 6 divided by 2 is 3, minus 2 is 1, so I'm rolling to soak 1 heat.
Yep.
So roll 8 dice to soak.
You
Soak
soak it. As you all are getting ready to leave the security area, you do see the biotic blue come over Niah as Niah has now enhanced her reaction time. Who all is running to an escape pod?
Me, I'm running.
I'm not.
I think that Rumi is being pulled by Kale.
Yeah,
I imagine you reach for her arm and just like yank her, and she's just like,
I'm going to that personnel list that we had pulled earlier, and I am finding the name of a particular scientist and going to track her down.
Okay. With your well, go ahead and...
Sorry, as we're running, is there anything excuse me, still learning about the universe itself, but like, is there any machinery or anything, any systems that she can hack into to kind of see, one, to see if she can secure the ship or if it's gone, and two, if there's any kind of information she can glean on who is attacking them? Like, is there anything she can do, or is it just like a go, get out?
You would have to go to where that explosion would be at and have to see it to determine how bad is it, if you can repair it. But seeing as this ship is now taking in atmosphere and is no longer pressurized, it's probably dead in the water.
Yeah. Wait. And she would know that kind of...
Yep.
Yeah. All right.
And
Kale?
then...
Yeah.
Secure us a pod. If it doesn't look like I'm going to make it, punch it, but I need to go make a pickup.
Kale would hear that, throw a, whatever hand signature or hand gesture up in the air to signal that he understands, and is still grabbing hold of Rumi and be like, let's go. And is pulling her to get to the escape pods to secure one and preserve another, and inform her once we get there, this is the situation. We have to figure out what we need to do from here.
Is Gideon with us?
Fuck Gideon. Sorry.
Would Gideon...
Because
Would Gideon have gotten to the escape pod immediately and just when he gets there, just immediately punch out, or would you wait to have the correct amount of people in the pod to punch out?
Gideon is corporate. He's waiting until the exact amount of people are in there.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. Were you talking to me?
Yep.
I was too busy thinking about how I'm going to leave all these people behind.
Not what I said.
Would you wait until the escape pod is to full, or would you, as soon as you get to the pod, hit the eject?
Do I see them running?
You see two of them stop and wait at the pods as if they're securing and holding, and you see one quickly go and dash off.
Hey, you two.
What do you want?
Get your asses in here. We gotta go.
No, we're waiting.
Okay, well, do any of you have an extra gun?
No.
Um, hmm.
Kale's not gonna give up a gun. He's just gonna be like, no. What's an extra gun?
It's at this point that you
Rumi
notice that
would.
Gideon is holding
I
a box
don't want
cutter.
Yeah. Okay. Rumi will be like, you can borrow.
Corporate no.
Yeah, I'm like, Rumi would just be like, yeah, she wouldn't think about it, but me, the player, I'm like, I don't want to give up my gun.
Didn't he have
Okay.
old Bessie in his holster?
She's gonna give you a shotgun and say, I want it back. Not named yet. Give them a name.
Jump
Don't die.
into Jehoshaphat.
Okay, we are going to cut to Niah real quick. Niah, you are looking for the lead engineer, I'm assuming, correct?
Yes, and this is where her asking for camera feed access pays off.
So, as you're checking, you do see that you're not getting any readings from the fore of the ship. The middle of the ship is sketchy at best, but you're getting good readings from the aft of the ship.
So she's going to check engineering in the lab areas via camera.
Give me a perception.
Want to see all the people. See them all.
1 hit.
You're not really seeing any there. From when you're looking, it looks like everyone's already cleared from there. You don't know if they have already made it up to here or they're on their way currently, but you don't see anyone in the aft of the ship.
That's fine. She's going to still continue to head in that direction just in case.
Okay.
Because your security, you're last off anyway. You're going to make sure people get out. So she's going to make her way.
Okay. Give me another perception roll, but with this, take a -2 for it being in the midst of a hurry. Zero.
No hits.
Okay.
Nothing I can do about that.
Yep. You're running through. There are people running past. Honestly, just enough to where you go like, okay, that counts for all the people that I saw, but you're not seeing anybody else after that, and people are just running at this point.
He's going to let them keep going, and she's going to go make a manual check of the labs just in case.
Okay, give me another one if you're gonna keep doing this. And because your reaction's currently what, a 12?
12.
I will say this can all be in one round because of how quickly you're reacting.
Do I subtract another 2?
Yeah, since you're even more...
Cool. I'm going to spend a point of luck.
Okay, roll that d6 to...
I will. I'm going to finish rolling the pool just because I have that up already.
Okay. Okay, 4 successes.
Roll pool 1.
Okay.
Oh.
Not a 1.
Yep.
So luck pays off.
Yep. You do a fairly quick check. No one else is back here. So either she's already made it to the pods and she's already away, or she's on her way to the pods now. And by the time you get back, the only pod probably going to be left is the one that you're going to be leaving on.
To make her way back to the pod. She's done everything she can do there.
And you guys are waiting 3 seconds, 6 seconds, 9, 12, 18 seconds, and now Nia's back in front of you all.
She's just a biotic blur ripping down the hallway.
And it's you. There are still alarms blaring, and there's just static now coming over the PA system.
as soon as she's in sight, you know, grab Rumi and, yank her inside, be like, okay, fun's over.
Really fun to do.
Time to go.
As soon as she gets right before the door, punch in everything I need to do. And I also want to, if possible, if there's coordinates to punch into anything that I can do or set a coordinates, I want to get away at least, a few clicks from everyone else, just in case something happened that was insider-ish,
Because it's been around, I am going to subtract the heat for sustaining biotic enhance.
Yep.
I'm going to end biotic enhance.
Okay.
I'm going to cast barrier.
Okay.
Because we're probably going to crash.
Yep.
Rumi's just checking her suit quickly to make sure there's been
no punctures. Okay.
Yeah.
Gideon, I'm assuming you're going in with the people who are armed.
I was already in the pod. I was hiding behind the wall as much as humanly possible.
Okay.
Yeah, Kale didn't recognize him. He just whatever pod he was, it was just a luck draw.
Yep.
Rumi's like,
7
I gave you my
hits.
Yeah, on
So
bear.
I've got 70 ablative shielding.
Gotcha. Kale, as you're looking at it, it looks like just one big button, and it just shoots you away from the ship.
Here's hoping, and just hits it. Just,
did we
hands up in the air.
those first? Are we just standing and they were like, take
I hope.
Yep. So you guys get into the escape pod. You get in. Kale hits the to go, and you start shooting away from the ship as it's falling. As you guys are now rocketing towards the ground in the escape pod, I would like everyone to give me an intelligence perception check.
Okay. As soon as available, I'm going to grab Rumi and have her help me figure out if we can either get the guidance system better or just have her let me know. Because I would assume that she knows electronics better than me just because of anything I've learned about the flotilla.
Makes sense. Okay.
She's also just gonna lean over to Kale and be like, see, we didn't die.
3 hits.
Okay.
Intelligence and
Perception.
will?
Intelligence and perception.
Which is
All
the standard.
these dice and I roll 4.
Which is the standard intelligence roll.
Yep.
How many dice did I just roll? I just rolled 20 dice.
So if we have perception and we have specialization in that, we add the
2.
total plus everything?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
I just rolled 15 dice and got 4.
Yeah, we're in the same boat there.
You got to remember, you've only got basically a 33% chance to hit.
There we
'cause
go.
You're only
I
2 of
gotcha.
6 is a hit.
Okay.
Sorry, how do the hits work? Is it you have to roll over a certain...
5 or 6. 5 or 6 is a success.
Okay. Yeah, all right, cool.
So.
And that's on a D6.
Yep, on
Yeah.
a D6.
D6.
So, you all can see where you all see that there are green plains and trees rocketing up towards you guys as you plummet to the earth below. You also see that as escape pods are falling away from the ship, there appears to be an AA tower shooting these escape pods as they're leaving and reducing them to shrapnel.
Can I grab Rumi and is there a possibility of messing with the trajectory of the escape pod?
I do have more to say.
Oh, my bad.
Yep, you're good.
Denied.
You all can tell that you can see where some of the other escape pods fell off into. Then Rumi, Kale, and Gideon, as you guys are plummeting down, can kind of guesstimate based on how you're falling and where everything is at. You guys are falling away from the AA towers and away from where the ship will be landing at.
How fortuitous.
Kale,
Can we get a? Oh, go ahead.
you, being the only one to get the max successes possible on this, are able to see where all the other escape pods landed. Where exactly, based on your best guess, the two parts of this now cut in half ship are going to be hitting the planet at, where those AA towers are at, and just in the very far off distance, almost like just at the edge of that horizon line, you see just the faintest outlook of what could be an outpost as you hit the tree line and hit the ground below you.
So would it be like, okay, you got AA tower, lined up, shooting the ship that's coming directly into it, breaking it apart, and going vice versa, and we're going off this way?
Oh, I completely forgot to read off this one part. How many success? This is my bad. I have a whole bunch on here as well.
No, go ahead.
You all do see with the amount of successes that you all have that there is a black frigate shooting into the Omen as well as the AA towers before the ship breaks apart entirely and plummets.
Another cargo ship, essentially, right?
No,
From
like
my military training, do I recognize the silhouette of the frigate at all?
No, this is a unknown frigate, but is a military style of frigate. There is no markings on it at all.
Okay.
Just for me, what is a frigate?
So,
okay, it's in this case, you just think of an extremely large, versatile military shipping vessel that is capable of defending itself and plus some.
Okay,
It's got a lot of guns.
It carries
Yeah.
people.
yeah, it can carry people as well.
Yeah.
Is it like in I can only think of bloody like Halo and Destiny right now, which Mass Effect. Why am I thinking of those games? But like when they'll like come down and the bottom kind of opens up so people can jump straight out.
Think of like a really like more armored tactical shipping cargo that ships shipping containers, but it's all one thing, and it's a beast.
Yeah.
Okay.
So your typical frigate is going to be a larger spacefaring transport vessel with a lot of fucking guns on it to keep pirates away.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool.
Like coastal lanes on the sea, but in the space with lots more firepower.
Yeah. Fun fact: the Normandy from Mass Effect is technically considered a frigate.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow. I
Yeah.
thought it'd be like I guess, yeah, I always did assume it was a frigate, but I thought it was like something like extra, like a branch plus something.
Yeah. No. It's technically a frigate, but think the Normandy, but with a lot more guns instead of just the main cannon.
Because the Normandy didn't bother for lots of guns because of the advanced stealth tech. The Normandy.
Are we
just
talking about
shit?
Cerberus or like main Normandy?
No. All the Normandies are.
Oh, really?
Yeah. All the Normandies are
Wow.
considered frigate class.
So they use frigate class as just a more of a size thing.
Yes.
Then. Oh, okay.
More of a size than what exactly they do.
Okay.
Bada bing.
Okay.
Yep, there we go. And I would like you all to note down that you do have working intelligence to go to all the escape pods. You have a working knowledge of the landscape as best as you could see it, and that you know that there's an outpost in the distance heading to the more northwesterly direction. Westardly?
Do
It'd
we
be
take any
westernly.
damage on
Niah,
crash
you got
landing?
this, right?
Huh?
Do we take any damage on crash landing?
No, you do not. Because, remember, they are just above code. They
The
are...
fire extinguisher ate some of the impact.
Yep.
We had that.
Damn it, I wasted biotic heat for nothing on an ablative barrier.
What's it called?
You did not know.
Oh, do we have demolition man foam?
Oh yeah.
Let's
Let's go.
Nah, not right now. If you had gotten shot, there would have been demolition foam. But
Demolition Man is so goated.
So good.
but yes.
Do you know how the 3 shells work?
I
I
certainly
know how
don't. everything.
everything works. Ain't a problem
Sorry.
for a guy like me.
I'm just looking at frigates. Yeah,
But
so, like every ship is Star Wars.
yep, every shit. Yeah, kind of.
So for the text drone, can I send one up right away?
Probably not immediately. You are still kind of getting your bearings around. I would say once you step out, like have a moment to collect your surroundings, you could.
Well, as soon as we're able to get out of the ship and the escape pod, I would like to do that then.
Wait.
Before we go to get out.
Do you have a drone?
I don't know because I wasn't sure about that because it was a tech initiation.
You would have to spend XP, which I will have to figure out how much that is. Unless I put it in there.
There was a couple things in there, but I wasn't sure how that went. If not, then not a big issue right now.
It's not.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, it's not something.
Yeah.
Yet.
So that's a future. Okay.
Yeah, future
cool beans
thing.
then.
Yep.
Okay.
But you all, as the pod opens up, are able to take a look at your area around you, and you are in the middle of a forest.
Kale will mention to the other 2, not the corporate guy, I will climb the tree and get our position real fast and relay it back down.
Right. We just got shot out of the air by an AA cannon. We need to get moving towards the other pods, because if a cluster of pods landed that way, and she'd point because we have the knowledge on where they are, they're going to send whatever kind of sweep team for this aggression is going to head towards those pods. And last I checked, our security forces are us and some other guys.
Give me 2 minutes, and I will tell you exactly where we need to go. I had the perfect layout of everywhere.
I'm going to hand Rumi back her shotgun. And I'm going to go try to crack open the communication array on the pod.
Okay.
Good plan. Good luck.
2 minutes.
Rumi, help him.
GM, would this be the first time that Rumi has been in a forest?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is
Does she
probably
have
this is probably the first
any
time you've
idea
ever
what's happening?
you've probably seen like pictures of like a forest. You've probably seen people talking about a forest or showing pictures. But this is the most green that you've probably ever seen that isn't just some plant life on the Citadel.
You probably saw a little plant in the highest captain's quarters ever. And it was like
one of those
2 inches tall. That was it.
little, what are they called? The
Bonsai.
Bonsai.
Yeah.
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 That was 2 inches. It was just a sprout. That's the highest it could get in the flotilla. Now you're seeing something that's 80 feet tall.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rumi's like just staring up at the trees.
Rumi.
Yes.
Help him with the communications, Ira.
Okay.
Please.
She's gonna do that.
Okay.
She's
And
going
then
to
just
climb up
turn around
on.
and be like,
She's going to climb up on top of the pod, deploy her sniper rifle, and start sighting down, so that way she can keep an eye on Kale while he's climbing and cover his back.
Okay. So, what I would like for everybody, Rumi and Gideon, please give me a hardware roll. Kale, give me an athletics, and then from there you will roll a perception based on your success.
Athletics.
And Niah, you're going to give me a perception.
Actually, wouldn't he just give you a climbing check? Because
Oh,
there's an actual climbing check.
I forget.
Yeah, I'm looking for athletics. There's no
Yeah.
athletics.
Climb. Climbing is what we want.
Oh, that's great. That's like the old Dum Dum's will check.
Yep.
I didn't get why that was a thing for ages because I'm still relatively new to D&D, and then someone explained to me the difference, like why it's the 5th edition and stuff, and I was like, eh. And now I'm like, haha, he said will.
You got lucky. I just listened to the thing until one of them said it.
I
Oh,
play
maybe
enough
that's why.
Pathfinder to know the will check and laugh.
Yep.
That was a 3, by the
Okay.
way, 3 hits.
And I got 8.
Okay.
What? Shit. I got a 2.
4 hits on that perception check.
Okay. Kale, with that, you're going to get like 3/4 up the tree. If you like to keep climbing, it'd be another check, but you'd lose 2 dice on it.
No, I'm good. I can
Okay.
do that. I just need to get a very base understanding of where we are. I can realize from our descent down where we need to be, right?
Yes, so give me a perception check then.
Okay.
Okay. Rumi and Gideon, you guys are able to together disassemble the communication array so that way you can have it get tuned into your own communications channel if need be.
What I'm trying to do is boost it.
Okay.
I'm trying to take random chunks of scrap, my belt buckle, some other random pieces of junk, and I'm trying to improve its range.
Okay.
Also, probably working on the encryption a little bit, but
Okay.
I'm going to wait to see if Kale gets back. He'd be probably better with that.
Okay. I will say with that you're able to boost the signal, and with it currently, you can keep it encrypted with just you all.
Would Kale know that they're trying to boost the signal?
Probably not right now. You probably knew
Okay.
that they were working on it, but when you come back down, you can work from there.
Yeah, I mean, I was asking because of the frigate he saw.
Yep.
Because if he knew that they were trying to boost it, he would tell them not to mess with it. But if he doesn't, then so be it.
Okay. Niah, while you're watching Kale, so far seems good. You do see still a lot of activity in the air as things are flying by. It may just very well be just a ship doing rounds to make certain that if there are any escape pods still left in an area, that they're being marked for future reference.
I got a 2 on my perception.
From where you don't have the same vantage point as you did when you were coming down, you just know the rough direction that you need to go to get to some of the escape pods. You'd probably have to get to a higher vantage point again to see those landmarks that you saw again.
I would have a roughly about, say, 35% chance of getting in the rough direction. 65% chance of being in the right direction.
You would say you'd probably be about 80% to, this is the direction that we need to go to at least be around this area.
Yeah, so Kale will yell down and be like, we need to go this direction ASAP. Gather your stuff, let's go.
Yeah,
and just
there's
start
at least
climbing down.
one sweep team flying up marking escape pods. Doesn't tell us what kind of interdiction they're going to send out, but it's probably not good considering instead of a greeting we got a cannon blast. How portable is that comms unit you guys are working on?
Probably not. I'm running it off the escape pod's auxiliary power, I assume.
I would say with
Listen, I'm boosting it a lot.
Yep. Okay.
I'm boosting this bitch hardcore.
Okay. Then yes, it is still to the escape pod.
And I would like to roll something to enhance the encryption, either electronics or computer, methinks.
I would think...
Or hacking our computer. That's
I was thinking decryption.
Decryption also works.
I was going to
Yeah.
say the decryption stat would be
And
That's just technically the inverse of what I'm trying to do.
exactly.
Yep. And Rumi, if you'd also like to help on this as well, perfectly fine.
Well, is Kale back?
He's making his way down, but he did shout down that there needs to be a movement soon.
All right, 1 second. Trying to get this all finished up here. Oh, I'm gonna use a luck.
Okay.
Sorry, am I rolling?
Yes, decryption.
Decryption. Sorry.
Does Kale hear the one moment by any chance?
Roll a
Or
perception.
is that kind of like okay?
It is a hot situation, and there are many things going on all at once.
Perception.
Do sixes keep exploding?
They certainly do.
Jesus. 15 successes.
Okay, we'll get back to you in a second. Okay, we'll make that a total.
Two.
We'll make that a combined total of 17 successes.
Perception is just the rank plus the specialization plus the ability, right?
Yep.
Okay, just double checking.
Yep. Perfectly fine.
That's a 2.
You probably caught the last snippets of it. I gotta decrypt this, and that's it. Not decrypt, encrypt.
Okay. He'd hear probably like crypt and be like, okay, nothing to worry about, and just keep going down tree.
So, with a combined total of 17 successes, you guys don't think that not even the Alliance could crack this that you just set up. That this is now a very secured line. It would take people having to take this apart and find you guys to see how you guys put it together. In addition, if they would want to stop it, they'd have to blow up the pod.
I figure I'm using an Alliance Psy-Core encryption. Like in my brain stopped working. Like a military intelligence encryption channel.
Yeah. It an equivalent of sorts.
Anyways, I'm trying to broadcast to the mass relay.
Okay.
Oh, you're trying to bounce a message back to the Citadel. Good thought.
Okay, you're bouncing a message back.
Said it was only about 2 hours?
It would be a total of 12 and a half hours of
Sublight?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, easy peasy. That's what fucking like 50 something ish minutes for radio travel?
Yeah. So what is the message that you're trying to have the mass relay get a hit with?
So translating on a Alliance intelligence encryption under my Citadel emergency under my Citadel emergency codes, essentially just along the lines of this is Gideon Pryce from the Citadel on the what was our ship called?
Omen.
Traveling on the Omen, we have encountered hostiles. We have been shot down and are now marooned under heavy fire. We are requesting immediate assistance from the military forces on... just let me patch in these coordinates here.
Question.
For me?
No, for Nick.
Yeah.
Okay, I was like...
Was I supplied with an emergency beacon or anything like that for an emergency?
You've now given me food for thought that I now must answer now. Fuck.
Your military's asset, right?
Yeah. I was...
She's still. You'll see. You'll understand soon enough.
Well, no, I was just asking like broad questions. If that's it, you would have some type of like, especially if you're a sensitive military asset, you would have some type of beacon, or at least mid to low grade, right?
I would say with what was expected to go on, and with things going on there, you would probably have encryption codes that if you were to go to a computer and send them, that would be your relay back to base of your, like, hey, this is bad.
Got it. Okay, so she needs to find an active terminal.
Yep.
So, do I
How's it
feel
look?
like that went through? Sorry.
Give me an intelligence roll.
Just flat.
Just flat intelligence.
4.
You feel like it has, but you don't know if anything outgoing, even encrypted or whatnot, is being monitored, or with that you guys are out here colonizing. You don't know how quickly the mass relay might take it as a simple joke, or a legitimate thing. With the way that with how many successes that you had on your roll to send that, you are fairly certain that it would not be the former of it being considered a joke, but now it's the how fast can it be ran up the chain, and how fast can things be enacted upon.
Hey, all right, which one of you thinks you can destroy this thing?
Like this, and Kale just shoots it coming up from behind everyone.
Roll me 8 to hit with whatever weapon you're using.
He shoots Gideon.
Wait, how's this hit work?
So
no
what
witnesses. Bam.
Okay.
what weapon
So
are you
pistol,
using?
I'm just gonna come up with a pistol.
Okay, so you're gonna.
So just the total for the pistol, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, now I gotta think of
Okay.
how many hit points does a escape pod have.
Okay.
Or at least the relay comm
Yeah.
portion of it.
Yeah.
And I'm. So let's just do straight that way. Oh shit! I messed that up. My bad.
Wouldn't a better way to blow up the escape pod be to have one of you tech users just use an electronics explosive and fry it?
No,
I'm not a tech
Kale's.
user.
He's not very social, so he just shoots it and say, "We gotta go." I know
Okay.
which way we need to go. Let's start going.
Jesus Christ! I start stripping wires.
Okay, so I'm gonna. Oh shit. Okay, pistol. You did a total of.
I got
9,
the pistol on here,
Yep.
so it's
9.
damage is 6p.
and you had 3 net successes, so that'd be 9 damage
Yeah, it's
total.
9. Yeah.
Okay. For those of you who aren't Kale, please roll me a perception check, or either a perception or a hardware.
Oh, okay, never mind. I was gonna say for
It's-
a concept of marksmanship, can I spend those two and essentially say that I only shoot what I need to shoot?
I would say since you had already rolled, I'm gonna say no. If you
Okay.
had specified before, I would
Okay.
have given bonuses and negatives.
Mm-hmm.
So
No, I'll keep that in further mind.
Okay.
That is fine.
gotcha.
4 successes.
4 successes, and Rumi got 3. Okay. Rumi and Gideon, you both are able to go. That shot definitely broke part of it, but it's still transmitting.
Can I? Ugh. Shit.
Light of a hand check to extract the transmitter.
This wasn't with the way that they have it rigged up. They're using the entire escape pod as the transmitter.
Got it.
Okay. Can I hack into it to like shut it down
Okay,
to
now.
stop transmitting,
Okay,
or
now.
is that just
So
Could you hack into it to blow it up?
yeah
Wait, no.
set it to self-destruct or something?
do you have specialization in damping?
Yes.
Okay, so if you do, I'm going to go back to my tech rules real quick.
I'm specialized is that I have points in it, right? Like,
Yep. If you specialization, yes. So, damping. What am I looking for? Sabotage is part.
This
No,
isn't the tech.
no. Correction. Do you have the electronic skill with a specialization?
no.
Okay, then you do not have overload.
Kale's got this then.
Okay, you have overload?
I have a specialization in electronics.
Then you have overload. So,
Okay, I'll have to put that in there then.
so if you
If it
would,
had been dancing, then I could have done it. But
so if you would like to, you can go. Oh, I can do this instead. Roll in electronics as overload, and any damage that does will more than likely fry whatever's left.
Okay. So I'll lean over to Rumi and be like, "Can I just shoot this thing again with like a shit ton of electricity and just like overload it, like really quietly?"
we can try.
Okay. Like, hey, everyone, look over there, and then shoots it again.
Okay, so roll in electronics with your specialization.
So that's the total, right, for electronics?
Yep.
Okay. 2.
So that would be a total of 60 damage to shields with overload. So that would be with Gideon and Rumi. You can say for certainty now that transmitter is now dead. It is fried.
Rumi's like, that worked.
Big old thumbs up. Looking
Did
away.
I hear, Gideon, did we hear the context of your message?
I wasn't being subtle.
Okay. Right. If you
He
can...
apparently.
Well, so you sent that out, what, to the mass relay?
Yeah, I'm trying to bounce it off the mass relay. I sent it with Alliance intelligence operative codes.
That'll certainly help. If you can get me a terminal, I can probably get us something a little more direct. So if we can find or steal something from who's ever hostile here, I might be able to get us some more help that way. But we should get moving towards those pods.
And maybe we find a bigger antenna.
Exactly.
No communications. There was a really bad ship up there. I don't know who that belongs to. Did you guys not see it?
Them. Yeah, I did. It's a scout ship. They're marking pods to send out ground forces. If that thing was armed and ready to do something else, it'd have shot you out of that tree already.
Or we were lucky and out of their range. Keep an eye on that.
Now hold up. We're going towards the shooting?
No, we're going towards the pods, but expect shooting.
Yeah, that's the main problem here.
Well,
we got lucky. We landed separately.
Exactly. And there's
We've
at least
sent a
one
message.
body.
We should hunker down.
Yeah, there's at least one body over in those pods that's more important than you that I have to go see too.
I don't have a gun. And I sure as hell...
gonna hand you
She's gonna check his holster.
This is a fake handgun.
Gideon, do you know how to use this gun? She's gonna hold.
No, I do not. They
Good.
really started skimping on corporate security training.
Do you want to stay alive?
Yeah, that's why I'm asking for a weapon.
Yes.
Give him a gun.
Yes, but Gideon, do you know how to use it? Do I need to quickly teach you
I
how
sure
to turn
do
the
not.
safety off?
I got this box cutter, and that's about it.
I'll take Kale. I got him. I'll take Gideon off to the side and show him how to use a shotgun properly.
All right, I'm gonna lend him my shotgun.
I'm gonna write the serial.
Yeah. This time, Gideon.
I'm gonna write down your serial number or whatever etching you have it on, and give you a ticket so I can get a train to you later. Because as a mercenary, we like to have inventory. We don't want to get charged for bullshit.
That's very understandable.
Gideon, please name the gun.
Don't name the gun, Gideon. Don't do it.
We don't have time for that right now. There you go. Let's go.
Did you give me a name? What was the name?
The name is that I hope I don't die.
I hope I don't die, the name of my shotgun. So we have corporate
IDD.
no-nos, and I hope I don't die.
IDD. Or IHDD.
IHIDD. I hope I don't die.
It's I hid.
It's I hid.
I hid. Perfect. I hope I don't die.
That's what I plan on doing. I hid.
Right.
I'm
Just going.
writing his name down.
Just grab Gideon by the collar like I did Rumi, and just start pushing him forward and from our point, and just start chit-chatting him about how to deal with a shotgun, how to put it on safe, and how to fire it, and just go over that constantly. I don't care about anything else, and just push him in the northwest direction and tell everyone we need to go in this direction to the outpost.
After a moment,
we can't negotiate. Yeah.
Oh, I mean, since you want to meet the negotiator, she pushes a button on her Omni tool, and after a second, the forge kicks up, and you see an orange arm plate kind of form, and then a spiked blade comes off the front of it.
Yeah, they generally don't allow those inside diplomatic congregations.
Oh, well, don't worry. I'm going to be showing them a very different kind of diplomacy. They shot first.
I will now give you rough estimates of where you guys can go. You can go to the northwest, which is where you think that outpost is at, but that was very, very, very far away. Like, as you were falling, it was at the horizon line, so it's even further.
Yeah. Kale only sees that as the safest destination. He does not want to fight unless provoked.
I'm with him on this one.
Yes, running to the outpost with the AA guns that shut us down is a great idea.
No. They're anti-aircraft guns, not anti-personnel guns.
They're anti-aircraft guns that went off with no beacon warning.
Yeah, but I'm not an aircraft.
Kale does the finger snap and the pointer finger. Yeah.
Great. You two go run off that way and get yourselves killed. Have fun with that.
Well, that's actually exactly opposite of the plan.
Well, then you're going to the wrong place.
Get yourselves killed?
If we're on the ground, we can't get shot from the air.
No, but you can get shot by the snipers and the guard towers or anything else. But whatever, don't listen to me.
To the west, there is a pod in that direction. There's a pod to the east, a pod just a bit north of you, and a pod to the northeast. You know that the ship, its two parts were heading in the more western and more northern directions. And the AA towers were to the east, west, and to the north.
Niah is going to orient herself to start heading for the pod that would have landed closest in relative location to the outpost.
Okay.
Because that is likely the first one to get hit by a sweep team, and she needs to find what she's looking for there.
Okay.
Why do you want to keep looking for people?
Because I have an asset that I have to secure.
Who cares about your asset? We're all in here together. Is this asset going to help us?
That asset is the chief engineer for this colonization mission, so yes, they can fucking help us.
Why didn't you just say that before?
Because that's none of your goddamn business.
If we're in this together, we need to know everything. If we can't get off this island, then so be it. But if we can get off this planet and provide what we need to and protect everyone, because apparently that was our goal, then yes, of course. Give us everything we need to know.
We'll be very clear in this moment. I don't care about everyone. I care about one exact person.
Does not work well with others.
Oh, no, I'm terrible when it comes to other people. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not going to leave you all to die. but I'm not going out of my way to try and rescue everyone unless that's feasible. I'm not suicidal. But I do have operational parameters I have to follow.
Do you know the location of your target?
No. They were not on the ship in any of the sections I could get access to, which makes me think that they had already made it to an escape pod, hence why I need to check escape.
Or
I'm
they got
orienting.
Breast.
Yeah, well, if that's that, then so be it. But until I have confirmation of a dead body, I make no assumptions. Hence why I'm oriented this way. She points towards the direction of that pod, because that pod is going to be closest to the direction of the outpost, which means if the outpost is as hostile as I'm assuming it is, that's the first one that's going to get hit with a sweep team. So we get to them first and then work our way backward.
Hey, Nick.
Yep.
Can I ask Gabriel to chart up the most likely path from the engineering bay to the escape shuttles to determine which one this guy was most likely to get into? Or chick, actually. Let me check my notable NPCs. Chick.
Yep. With you kind of going back through, and now that you know that it's the lead engineer, you know that the person would have come from your office area and then would have made to the escape pod, so it could have been it honestly could have been any of the escape pods, because you don't know how quickly that person reacted, or even if they were in there. If they were in engineering, they would have had the pods just south of you, and those were some of the ones that were shot out of the sky.
Well, can I try to make a memory check to see if I saw the lead engineer?
Sure.
What was a memory check again?
It was intelligence and willpower.
Willpower. Three.
You don't remember seeing her in your office when things were going down, but it could have just been from you jostling and getting thrown to the floor after the ship got hit that she made her way past you, or before you got your bearings after that, but you don't know for certain.
Don't everybody all talk at once.
He was leaving the floor open for other people.
Well, my memory didn't remember jack shit, so.
Yeah, I took a run down the hallway towards engineering and personally cleared the engineering room. A bunch of bodies went past me, and I didn't catch her in the crowd, but she wasn't in the room itself. So, unless, God forbid, she was in the forward section of the ship when it got bifurcated.
Now, your VIP has nothing to do with the rest of us, correct? Or does she?
Nothing.
Out of character.
You know that you're supposed to protect everyone on the ship.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah. My VIP happens to be the chief engineer for this little adventure. And as such, an important person for the Asari. Surprise, surprise.
In that case, Kale's going to take a point going to the nearest pod because he doesn't want to deal with a uptype Asari and dealing with their code.
Okay.
I take Skaven position of leadership, the rear.
Honestly, Kale,
Supervisor.
with the particulars of the way she's wording this, you're probably smart enough to get that she's not just some kind of shit-kicking grunt at this point.
No, he understands. He probably would understand that she's got importance, but importance just means you put a little bit extra in. There's no more extra.
Oh yeah, no, she's got her shotgun out, like opened up, and the Omniblade on.
Oh, okay. In that case, he's just like, another paycheck then. plus a bonus.
Okay. I'm going to say we're going to call it there. Make notes for this, simply because I don't want to push too far forward without Locke here, because we are now at what I would like to call part 1 for arc 1, The Fall from the Heavens.
I actually have us an intelligence list on my character sheet.
Okay. So, make notes of whatever was there, and we'll do a chat after this is done. For those who are still here, thank you. I appreciate y'all. Adios.
I'm not optimistic.
Bye,
about chances of
guys.
survival.
Goodbye. And
Peace.